Today we're going to be talking about the Schubert Schuster sliding stem gate valve control valve. It's great in clean service, clean water, any type gases, ammonia, hydrogen, nitrogen. It's going to be great in like steam or boiler feed water. We're going to go through a few benefits and features and why this valve is completely different than any type of cage guided globe valve. So to start, we'll start with the positioner. So this is the Schubert Schuster positioner. You can use anybody's positioner, but the reason why we like our positioner is you see it connects directly to the actuator. So it's all one fluid piece. If you were to go with a Fisher positioner or someone else's, you would have to mount it right here, just like you do on the stem. And we don't have much path to work with because we actually have a smaller valve than your standard valves. So with the positioner, it is digital. So if you look on the inside, you have your digital display. We can put a dongle right there and we'll give you the dongle when you buy one of these valves. Then you can have the software and you can actually download diagnostics when a valve fails and figure out why that valve failed. So something to showcase, just like everybody else, your standard diaphragm spring actuator, standard stem. But as you'll see later in the video, we actually have a shorter travel path because we make the whole valve smaller. So you get a little bit faster response time when you are opening or closing the valve. So this is a 2-inch 150 wafer style. We also make it in a face-to-face globe style. So what's nice is this valve has a lot of ease of maintenance. You can actually 4 screws, hex screws. You actually get one of these when you buy it. And then you pop out the middle piece. And what makes this valve unique, as I mentioned, it's a sliding stem gate valve. So we have no seats, just that little O-ring. It's literally metal on metal, as you can see here. And what's nice about that is, right now this is a class 4 or class 5 shutoff, but over time, the metals will lap together and you'll actually get a tighter shutoff because you're constantly lapping these metals. The reason why we can't have really any solids going through there, like sand, you'll get stuck in between the 2 discs and then it won't open and close anymore because you got that grit in there. So let's say you need to take this from a fell open to a fell close. Right now you're fell open. So if you take a look, so we can see this is fully open, and then if we slide it down, it becomes fully closed, and that could be fell open or fell closed. And if you want to change it, let's say this is fell closed, but you want to go to fell open, you take apart the valve as I showed you, you pop out this little disc, this is your moving disc, you rotate it 180 degrees, and you can see where that pin is, so you got to line it up with the pin directly. And now you put it back on. So that's fully open. Now it goes the other way to fully closed. So if it was fell open before, you just change it to fell closed. If it was fell closed before, now you change it to fell open. Something else to note, so I get asked all the time, what's your stem packing? It could be anything based on the process. So basically you give us your application data sheet, we look at it, we build the valve to your spec. So if it's a 2-inch you have installed, more than likely this is going to be a 2-inch, whether it be wafer or globe style. But in the packing, we can also put metal bellows. So we have a specific build for hydrogen and a specific build for ammonia because ammonia is known to leak. So with that metal bellows, it helps that leak. It makes it hermetically sealed. So one thing I forgot to mention is our CVs. You can get different cutouts. The reason why we like to call this a multi-orifice is because you can literally get different cutouts based on your CV. Let's say you give us all your process data, but the CV isn't where you want it to be. You tell us the CV you want to hit, we plug it in our software, and then we kick you out a new multi-orifice. We'll send you the fixed disc along with the sliding disc, and then you can take this apart and do it in the field. As I mentioned, going fell open to fell close or fell close to fell open, you no longer have to replace the diaphragm actuator. Instead, you flip the disc. Saves you a ton of money, saves you a lot of headache, makes your maintenance guys extremely happy with you. Another advantage, because we don't have any seats, you're not going to get an O-ring swelling and causing that valve to get stuck like you would with the globe style. Well, that concludes this video. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you learned something valuable about the Schubert and Schuster control valve. If you want a demonstration in person, we'd be happy to help you, either myself, one of my colleagues here at the Pasadena branch in Texas, or any one of our branches elsewhere. Just give us a call today and we'll be happy to come and do a presentation for you. As you can see behind me, we have a vast amount of inventory. We could build any valve here in-house in the Houston branch. Give us a call today, or you can shop online at shopvzcontrols.com and view our inventory there. Thank you and have a great day.